to Nymburk, the Czech Republic. This is the Basketball Champions League. It's regular season Group B action. It's game day 11, and it's the battle between Nymburk and Tofas Bursa. So Tofas come here on a mission, without a doubt, a win, and they will punch their ticket into the next phase of the competition. And who wants to bet against them the way they've played on the road this season in the Basketball Champions League? They've been outstanding, but they're going up against a Nymburk team that have won their last 7 at home. This is the action in Group B. Of course, the other game, well, the implications, they'll be watching this one, scoreboard watching perhaps. Kravnos taking on JDA Dijon. Dijon need Nymburk to win that game, to win this game rather. And for Dijon, obviously, they have to beat Kravnos, who have not won a game so far this season. The first team from Cyprus to play in the Basketball Champions League. It's exciting prospects, and we're going to bring you all the action here. Listen, Nymburk do qualify if they beat Tofas. You can see they're up at the top, or if they lose to Tofas by no more than 58 points. So effectively, they're in. Tofas qualify if they beat Nymburk and Dijon, or if Dijon lose at Kravnos. Dijon, meanwhile, they do need to beat Kravnos, and for Nymburk to beat Tofas. And then there's that unlikely scenario that would beat Kravnos, which you would expect, but they would also need Tofas to beat Nymburk by 59 points or more. So that's, listen, all you can do is control what's in front of you, and Tofas should know they need to get a win here tonight. So Devon, Akun Purcell, Tomislav Zubcic, who's been outstanding since he's joined the team, Berkan Durmash, Berk Urlu, the Turkey international, Semaji Kristen, DJ White, Alehan Demirc, Jeremy Simmons, Egi Demir, all the way down that roster. Very good, very capable team, and also a team that's doing very well in the Turkish league, 4th in the standings, and certainly a force to be reckoned with, and not a team that anybody can take lightly, and that includes Nymburk, who knows how good they are because they only beat them by a few points earlier this season. For Nymburk, Omar Pruitt, Peter Bender, the longtime Czech international, Jarrett Harden, Hayden Dalton, Lubos Kovar, Lukas Paliza, Martin Krish, Reten Obasohan, Steven Zimmerman, Wojciech Ruban. It's a very good, very capable Nymburk team, which again has players in that national team set up. Remember, the Czech Republic making it all the way to the quarterfinals of the FIBA Basketball World Cup that was played in China. And that man right there, Obasohan, has really come into his own in the Basketball Champions League. So I know he's excited about playing tonight and doing whatever his team needs him to do. And that usually means getting his feet wet, getting into the paint when good things happen. When he's got the ball and he gets into the lane, he's scoring, he's dishing, he's getting fouled. Keep an eye on Obasohan, the Belgium international. But this Tofas Bursa team being introduced to the crowd here, and I would expect them to come out all guns blazing tonight with the stakes as high as they are. All bets are off how this one's going to go. This is going to be tasty, folks. These two teams trading blows, but especially for Tofas, who simply, they need to win. They need to win to be assured of getting into that next phase. They cannot hope that Kravnos get their first win in the Basketball Champions League by knocking off Dijon, as that game is also going to be played at the same time tonight. So there's Pruitt and Nymburk, which is really a symbol of excellence in the Czech Republic, a team that has just won so many domestic league titles, and of course they've been in the Basketball Champions League since its inception and routinely put out very good teams on the floor. However, they have yet to reach the promised land. They've yet to make that deep run in the playoffs, and they're hoping that this year will be different. And there is Obasohan and Ruban getting ready to come out. Zimmerman as well. He played for the USA, I think, at youth level, Zimmerman, so very capable player. And, well, here we are. We're about ready to roll. Oren Amiel, the coach, from Israel, and he shakes hands with his adversaries tonight. And also, we'll have a look at the referees for tonight's game, and we'll have a look at the starting fives also for these two teams. So referees, in fact, a good crew tonight as they line up at midcourt. Luis Castillo from Spain, Janusz Chalik from Poland, and Martin Vulic from Croatia. They'll take the bow for us in just a second. But these teams are getting their final warm-ups here before tip-off. So again, very exciting. It's year number 5 of the Basketball Champions League. We saw in year 1, Nymburk Tenerife march to the title, which they won in front of their home fans in the Canary Islands in Tenerife. In year 2, it was Ike winning it in Athens. Boy, that was exciting. In year 3, it was equally terrific. It was Virtus Bologna winning it in Antwerp, one of the great cities of Europe, in my opinion. Certainly put that one on your tourist destination. And in year 4, obviously the interruption because of the coronavirus pandemic, but the Basketball Champions League did such a terrific job of organizing a Final 8. And Athens just spectacular hosts as always, putting it on at Oaxaca, and that was Herrera San Pablo Burgos winning the title. So who is it going to be in year 5? Well, this much we do know. Again, these are the referees for tonight. Castillo in the middle from Spain, Chalik from Poland on the left, and Martin Vulic from Croatia on the right. So he's a very steady performer there. He's sitting down, getting some last-minute instructions from his coach. And again, Tofas Bursa come here needing to get the W. They need to get the win tonight, and they're going to have Zubcic, Dermash, Ulu, Simmons, and Tariq Phillip, the Great Britain international, also in that starting 5. So he wears number 22. Phillip is a player that can surprise you. He started well for this Tofas Bursa team in their last game, and it'll be interesting to see if he comes out and tries to force the issue. Hakan Demiş, the former coach at Bandirma, now the coach here. And of course, Orhan Amiel was formerly the assistant to Neno Ginsburg at Nymburk, and then when Ginsburg went full-time as the Czech national team coach, Orhan Amiel became the head coach. So he's going to have Omar Pruitt, Hayden Dalton, the high flyer, Steven Zimmerman, Wojciech Ruban, and Jakub Tuma in the starting 5. So you've got the Super 6 coming off the bench in Obasohan. And there is Amiel, who really has done a fine job here with Nymburk, and he's trying to take them to that next level. Of course, no fans allowed, which is a big shame because of the coronavirus pandemic, but nevertheless, quite an achievement all season long with all of the protocols and everything else needed to be able to put on these games. The most important thing is that the show must go on, and it has gone on in the Basketball Champions League as the Tofas Bursa players hit the court, and they are ready to roll. And Demiş there keeping his fingers crossed that he's going to see the best from his team tonight. In terms of leading performers for this Czech team, Ruban, the highest rated efficiency per team, also leading the team in scoring at 16.8 points per game. Obasohan is second at 15.4 points per game. And the third highest rated efficiency player, Hayden Dalton, is number 2 in the efficiency department. He is the leading rebounder at 7.8 points per game. Excuse me, 7.8 rebounds per game. Obasohan's leading the team in assists at 5.8 and Ruban at 4. numbers as well for Tofas Bursa. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, folks, wherever you are. We are in Nymburk, the Czech Republic. It's the Basketball Champions League. It's Nymburk taking on Tofas Bursa, and Tofas Bursa winning the opening tip. And Orlu has it, the point guard from Turkey, and gets the pass down low, almost turned over, but Simmons picks up the loose ball and puts it up and in. Solid. Not necessarily spectacular, but always very effective. And here is Dalton with a pump fake. Now Pruitt from three-point range and puts it up and in. Tariq Phillip drifts into the lane, puts it high off the glass. Dalton rebounds and runs, gets past midcourt, passes it back outside to Pruitt. And Pruitt swings it over to Zimmerman, and then Zimmerman, it looked like Dalton was making his cut to the basket. So a little bit of miscommunication there, turns it right back over to Tofas. Well, you love these games where so much is riding on it. Tofas Bursa backing up, down low, and earning a trip to the free throw line. So Zubcic gets his first success by getting the foul called on Hayden Dalton. And Zubcic is really, again, similar to Simmons in that he's solid. I mean, he's not gonna pass up opportunities, the easy ones. He's gonna capitalize, and he's just capitalizing here at the free throw line as well. Makes both free throws. He may not be spectacular, but he is solid. And the Croatian puts Tofas back in front. Now into the corner, Omar Pruitt drills the three. He has started like a house on fire. And you know, that is a mistake by Tofas, because Omar Pruitt is a good three-point shooter. Missing from a long way out was Dermesh. Another reach, and a foul has been called. I say Pruitt's a good three-point shooter. I mean, he's hitting about 33%, which is acceptable. But he's started out with 2 makes on his first 2 attempts, and here he is just driving to the basket. No defense. The seas parted, and he went right down from the right side, rather, and scores easily off the glass. Phillip, he explodes and initiates the contact, and the foul called on Zimmerman. So Tariq Phillip takes a couple of dribbles, and this is the first free throw. Good recognition by him to go to the basket. Takes his time and does make the second. So he gets his first point of the game. Now Pruitt down low to Dalton, into the corner to Ruban. Hits the three-pointer. Quality. Wojciech Ruban. One of the great players in the history of the Basketball Champions League, in fact. Of course, it helps that he's played every season. Here you go. And now they come up with a turnover, and the Ruban Goes behind his back. Now passes into the corner. Dalton open for three. Tuma calls the play. Akun Purcell's going to come into the game. So the match comes out. You know that Akun Purcell is going to be looking for his shot. Dalton over to Pruitt. Back to Dalton. Ruban, will it be number 2 for him? Nope, it's going to be short. And the ball rebounded by Ulu. But he turns it over. Ruban hands it off beautifully to Pruitt, who will go to the line for a couple of free throws. Pruitt makes the first. And he is off to an outstanding start tonight. Who knows, maybe he's off to a season best. He's already got 10 points. I think his season high is 19. 19 against Karavnos. Wow, Phillip looking confident, drilling the three. So he's got 4 points. You gotta bet on yourself, and he has. Pruitt, meanwhile, draws another foul, takes on Simmons. Wow, Omar Pruitt. Excellent job. Full extension, keeping the ball up. And we're not even 4 minutes into the game, and Pruitt very soon here could have 12 points. He's got 11. Obasohan says, well, if Omar's going to do this, we can just all go home and put our feet up. Enjoy the show. Pruitt with 12 points, and Amiel says, okay, that's enough from you, Omar, tonight. Take a seat. But he is going to ride his hot hand as long as he can. Erlu. And Zubcic met at the rim and blocked. I think it was by Zimmerman, but Dalton was also there. Ruban, what a pass! And Dalton could not control it, or give and go action there. Peter Benton also waiting his turn to go in. Kuhn Purcell puts it on the deck and goes hard to the basket. Oh, he did the hard work, but then he missed the easy one. Missed the layup. Kept it alive, almost forcing the turnover. Really, you have to admire the passing of Nymburk, which has already led to them having 4 assists. And they do just get it in time. Dalton again, long pass over to Ruban. Oh, he gets rejected at the line by Simmons, right at the rim. Not in your house, says Simmons. I'll tell you what, he is one cool customer, Simmons. The type of player that could seamlessly fit into any team. He is outstanding. So lots of changes here as both teams shuttle in players. Obasohan there comes in, Benda comes in, Erlu goes out, Samaji Kristen comes into the game. He's guarding the inbounds, Obasohan. Now Dalton has it. Ruban hits another one. 5 points for Ruban. Kristen right off the bench. Excuse me, that was Akun Purcell hitting a three-pointer. That was timely. Dalton gets it right back. Down and back and forth they go. High-scoring affair likely on the cards here with Nymburk already with 20 points. Kristen penetrates, tries to get it to Simmons. And Dalton came over and disrupted. It looked like he got a hand on it. Oh, no, it looks like it may have gone off of Simmons, in fact. I think, so the Polish referee just double checking, but it looked to me like they got it right. Here we go, we'll slow it down here. Oh, that's a tough one. You almost have to slow that one down. Okay, so they do give it to Tofas Bursa. I think they can consider themselves fortunate on that. Could have gone either way. Tariq Phillip is now Akun Purcell. Oh, forces his way into the paint and puts it up and in. Doesn't mind the contact with Akun Purcell. When it's go time, it's go time. And the same can be said for this man right here, Obasohan. Back to Benda. Benda from behind the arc. Well, they could not have started shooting the basketball any better tonight here in Nymburk. Doesn't matter if they started or if they came off the bench. Look at that, 5 of 7 from three-point range. Christian over to Akun Purcell. Akun Purcell has that look of, you want a ball, I'm ready. Well, Christian, he launches and gets another three-pointer for Tofas. Obasohan fouled by Samaji Kristen. Nice player's voice piece written by Obasohan on FIBA Basketball. If you want to check it out, lots of good content on the websites. And the mid-range jump shot is good coming off the bench. Harding, Jared Harding, we know he can also put the ball in the basket, so lots of weapons. Christian. Zubcic misses it from three-point range. Now Obasohan goes to work. Oh, changes directions. Look at him get inside, looks for some contact, but misses. And now Akun Purcell drives in, lays it up. Boy, that was him. That was Akun Purcell at his finest. Wow. He has got the bit between the teeth tonight. You can see it. Could be off to a big number himself. 7 points already for Akun Purcell, who did not even start the game. Harding. Shaking and baking, puts it up. And Akun Purcell rebounds and runs. Here he goes. Yeah, he's got the bit. Look at him. He passes it back. Kristen over to Erlu, who's back into the game. Now Zubcic turns, puts it up. Oh, how did he get that in there? I thought he was going to be off target, but he makes it. And now Tofas cutting into that deficit. And now an offensive foul called on FIBA Basketball Nymburk. Kristen doing a good job. Well, Dijon fans could be forgiven if they're watching this game rather than their game. Although they've got a tight one as well against Karavnos. Here is Simmons now with the offensive rebound and putback. And Tofas, despite trailing early on, by double digits, by 10 points. They've stormed back now to trail by just 3 with 1:20 remaining in this first quarter. Obasohan gets over to his teammate Nymburk Purcell, puts his hand up, commits the foul. So Pavisa goes to the line. Takes a couple of dribbles and bends the knees and puts it up and in. And it's both 27-22 and definitely on pace for possibly at least 100 points for each of these teams tonight. It has been an offensive fireworks on display. Martin Krish, the Czech international, called for the foul. Well, not sure what else he could have done defensively there, but Zubcic rewarded for being aggressive and going back to the basket, attacking. Wow, Zubcic misses both free throws. Obasohan has his pass almost stolen. Paliza drives in and they're going to count it. Well, that was almost going the other way, and in the end, it was Nymburk that not only scores with a layup, but earns a trip to the line. DJ White checks into the game for Zubcic. Also, Berkan Dermac comes back into the game. And Obasohan getting some instructions from Coach Orhan Amiel. (30-22) in favor of Aaron Nymburk over Tofas. Urlu dribbles up high. Little runner. Oh, it's a little floater of an alley-oop pass that is thrown down by Simmons. Well, the high flyer Simmons has been terrific tonight, hasn't he? 6 points. Now Obasohan over to Benda. He's hit 1 3 from there tonight, but not that time. And then Pruitt gets the offensive rebound. Obasohan and gets the contact and earns a trip to the line. So he now has a chance for his first couple of points of the contest. Dermac picks up his second foul. Obasohan had played in the Basketball Champions League before with Bamberg, but has been far more prominent this season with Nymburk. Played some college basketball in America for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Obasohan, and he misses his first free throw. He was an all-SEC first-team selection back in the day at Alabama. And wow, he can't believe it. He missed both free throws. And it's Nymburk now with a 6-point lead, and Tofas with a chance to finish the quarter on a high. Urlu goes in. Back to DJ White. They're going to count it. Yes, they are. What a finish. So, despite giving up 30 points, Tofas trailed by just 4 at the end of the first quarter. Nymburk lead it 30-26. Five threes for Nymburk, 3 for Tofas, and game on. Well, here's a look back at some of the highlights of very exciting end-to-end action first quarter. And Omar Pruitt started very well for the home team, coming out and scoring 12 points. He has not missed a shot from the floor. He's 3 of 3, including a couple threes, and he's also perfect at the line. Got 12 points, and Tofas, meanwhile, getting 7 off the bench from Akun Purcell and 6 from Simmons. Samaji Kristen has not even really gotten it going. I mean, he did come out and hit a three-pointer, but he's another player that can really hurt you. Tariq Phillip, meanwhile, has 4 points, as does Zubcic. So Air Nymburk have led by as many as 10 points in the game. Right now the lead is 4. And DJ White, the veteran, coming in and hitting that shot right at the end of the quarter. There's Harding. He's a live wire. Keep an eye on him as well. Obasohan. Harding goes to the right corner. Obasohan back to Benda. Obasohan gets in the paint, explodes to the basket, and earns another trip to the line. Yeah, and that foul was on DJ White. Swiping down right at the end. Yashar now in the game. Big power forward. And this time Obasohan makes the free throw. So the 2 free throws take it back to a 6-point advantage. Rulu has it. DJ White gets it to Akun Purcell, who follows up his own miss with a putback dunk. And then the ball goes off the hands of Paliza. Well, nobody boxed out Akun Purcell, who with that basket now has 9 points. DJ White, the big fella, missing from a few meters out. Now Obasohan goes to work and turns it over. Careless Tariq Phillip drives in, or Urlu scores on the break. Turnovers lead to points. Obasohan misses from the arc. Trish over to Police, and now back to Obasohan. Benda from behind the arc, and the big man the veteran, another three-pointer. He's got 2 on the night, and he's got 6 points. Koen Purcell tried to turn that pass into an alley-oop, but he missed. Now Basahan. And just try. Oh, and a great move, and just does not finish. He's not really on his game in this first quarter. Koen Purcell, meanwhile, puts it up from 3-point range. And Amiel calls timeout. And Koen Purcell is, folks, looking like he is going to get a very big number tonight. He's got 12 points. Field goal percentage for both teams.
Well, listen. Started the game, every offense was 3 passes. They cannot chase it. We play 1 dribble and we finish the offense. That's what they want. So they will live with the contested shots, open shots, the contested pull. They will live with this. We need to move the ball. Second, we need to be aggressive, more aggressive on defense. We don't use fouls. We need to be aggressive on the drives. Okay? We play 3. If we don't get it the first time, we play continuation. We play opposite to Jay. Let's go.
Well, you heard it from Amiel. It's like not enough passing guys. All of a sudden, we've turned into like a attack the basket without any passes, or 1 pass and that's it. Let's make them work on defense. So Tuma comes back into the game, as does Ruban. Obasahan and Paliza go out, yet Nymburk turn it over again. And the foul on Benda, moving into Tariq Phillip. Remember, Dijon pulling for Nymburk tonight. Dijon, in fact, are leading their game now 32-24. But they need Nymburk to win here in order to move into that second phase and to get into the top 2. Phillip from behind the arc, and 3 free throws are coming. I know they're going to say an offensive foul, excuse me, on DJ White. So DJ White calls for the foul on Ruban. Samaji Kristen guarding Tuma. Pruitt quick down low, and Tuma with a nice little reverse layup. Well, Pruitt's had himself a game tonight. Ruban tries to get the ball, does not control it. Good effort by Tariq Phillip. Yeah, he got it right on, and Ruban knocked it out with his left hand. So good call by the referee. Hayden Dalton back in the game now. And going in and scoring, DJ White, using that length and savvy. Tuma gets across midcourt. Pruitt. Oh, what a pass by Pruitt. But then Zimmerman is blocked and fouled. Pruitt has been absolutely the best player tonight for this Nymburk team. Here he is again. Keeping it simple. Kristen coming over and picking up his second foul of the game. So Zimmerman makes both free throws. Tofas needing a victory to be assured of moving into the next round. They're trying to get into the top two, trying to solidify top two place. Akun Purcell, or Kristen, excuse me, misses. Ruban tries to cross up DJ White, and he gets the foul called on White, who's going to come out of the game. Also, Yasha comes out. So Berkan Dermash comes back into the game, as does Jeremy Simmons. Tomislav Zupcic is also in the game. For Yashar. So Simmons, Dermash, and Zupcic come into the game. Ruban makes the first. And gets the second one to go. Three-point shot from Zupcic, nope. Dermash does a good job of keeping it alive, and at this end of the floor with 5:35 remaining, timeout has been called. Aaron Nymburk leading it 41-35. A lot of production coming from both benches tonight.
No, head one. First of all, set Tomislav and Jeremy. Set the good screen to Tarek. He has to come right here for free.
What a pass that was by Pruitt.
Tomislav, you get the ball. Semi set screen to Jeremy. And then come here. Jeremy set screen, Tomislav go. If they do zone at this position, okay. Jeremy, you stay on the high post. We are more outside. We cannot pass. Set the screen to here. You attack and you work out.
So again, I'm going to keep saying this all night, so you know Nymburk qualify if, for the next phase of the competition, if they win tonight, or they could even afford a loss of up to 58 points and still qualify. Tofas will qualify if they beat Nymburk, or if Dijon lose at Koravnos. Tariq Phillip open for three, and Zimmerman rebounds, outlet pass. Pruitt over to Dalton, the trailer on the break. Kristen drives in, banks it in, and earns the trip to the line. He has got an extra bounce in his step tonight. Here he goes again. Went right at Zimmerman. So Zimmerman now is going to come out of the game, and Peter Benda is going to come back in. And Kristen capitalizes, gets the three-point play. Oh, good defense. Forcing the turnover. Durmash gets the steal. Now gets it. Simmons has it. Going to work on Benda. Backs up. Nice little turnaround off the front of the iron. And Durmash again almost forcing the turnover. Now from the corner, Pruitt. Oh boy, has he been money or what tonight? Terrific performance by Pruitt. He's got 15 points. Kristen at the stripe. Oh boy, he's good. He's heating up, folks. He's heating up. Samaji Kristen. He's got 8. The Kristen and Pruitt show. Hermes fouls Omar Pruitt. And that is not a good foul at all. That far away from the basket. Going to be putting Pruitt on the free throw line. So Durmash is going to come out. Also, he's got 3 fouls. So nothing good in that. You're a long way from the basket and you foul the player. Okay, you can argue that maybe you don't want him to get any space to shoot a 3, but all you've done is put him on the free throw line where he's made a couple already tonight. He's made 4, now make it 5. Omar Pruitt, 16 points in the first almost 16 minutes of the game. He misses the second. Obasohan back in the game, guarding the ball. Kristen. Turning and missing. That's Tofas. Ruban. Pass back to Benda. Hayden Dalton from behind the arc. It's good. Oh, Hayden Dalton. Second three-pointer of this game. And meanwhile, Samaji Kristen attacks and earns the trip to the line. Three fouls on Benda. So both teams with players in a little bit of bother. And that leads to Zimmerman's re-entry to the contest with 3:20 remaining. Here in the first half, Kristen has been hot. He's got 9 points. Only makes 1 of 2. Ruban. And great hands by Kristen, almost forcing the turnover. Burke Uru comes back in. Purcell might be time for him to heat up right here at the end of the half. Obasohan to Ruban. And Ruban's pass is right into the neck area of Terry Phillip. Pruitt, nice handoff. Zimmerman swatted at the rim by Simmons. Phillip hustles down the floor, lays it up and in. And back to a 5-point game. Wow, just pulling up is Pruitt. Why not? He gets my vote. Just get him the rock and let him go to work. Akun Purcell drifts in and does such a good job that he is fouled as he hangs in the air. And Zimmerman now with that has his third foul. Ruban is going to come out. Fouls accumulating on the bigs of Nymburk. Akun Purcell unsuccessful with that first attempt. You've also got Martin Krish who can come in and he'll play that low post. He has one foul. Akun Purcell splits his two opportunities. Dalton holds off, gets it back, and Zimmerman, nice control by Zimmerman to catch and turn and score with the left hand. Of course, he is left-handed. Zubcic fouled by Dalton. Now, Dalton has struggled containing Zubcic tonight. So he's kind of going for the reach, which maybe the ref could let that go, but when you do reach, you're giving that ref every opportunity to make that call. He'll know that. Meanwhile, Martin Krish comes back into the game. And Dalton goes out with a couple of fouls because Amiel does not want to see him pick up his third. Well, free throws have been a problem tonight for this Tofas team. Just 7 of 12, now make it 8 of 13. Pruitt, but his pass over, I mean, Krish is tall, but he's not that tall. 1:42 remaining. Erlu. Will he take it right at Harding? Here he goes. He's thinking about it. Pulls it back outside. Harding goes on him. Now Erlu gets around him. Yeah, he does. He puts it up, and Pruitt with the rebound. Pass to the corner. Harding for three. Oh, it is fouled by Berg Erlu. What a play by Harding. And what a pass. And what a surprise. Pruitt right in the thick of the action of everything good happening for Nymburk tonight. Terrific pass. Erlu goes out. So Christian comes back in the game with Nymburk now with a chance to go back up by 10 points. And Zimmerman, who has the 3 fouls, takes a seat. And is replaced by Lubos Kovar. So indeed, Harding's 4-point play, he now has 6 points on the night, and the lead is 56-46. Phillip hands it off. Christian gets in, hands off. Beautiful play by Christian. I tell you, you really need Christian out there as much as possible, as well as Simmons. 8 points for Simmons inside the final minute of the first half. Obasahan Back to Pruitt, who hangs in the air beautifully. Had a chance to go to 20 points there, but does not score. Now Kristen quickly to the other end. He absorbs the contact and scores. Wonderful, wonderful performance tonight by Samaji Kristen. Right when this Nymburk team had a chance to really start to open things up, they go up by 10.
I don't understand you.
But they come right back. Tofas.
And why play here? And you are here with him. Why? Go in. Okay.
So looking back at some of the highlights, and
we play with the Zubcic man. We play one.
Tofas now 13 points for Akun Purcell, 11 for Samaji Kristen, and 8 for Jeremy Simmons. They have been the leaders, as well as Tariq Phillip has 6 points and Zubcic 6 points.
1, 2, 3. Shooters, be ready, shooters.
I'm not sure who Amiel was talking to. He was upset with somebody for being out of position. But this is a Tofas team that will not go away. Trust me. They've already faced double-digit deficit tonight a couple of times, and each time they have started to claw their way back. Basahan. And the handoff was faked, but the foul was called. And that is number 3 on Akun Purcell, and that is costly. Wow. You do not want to pick up your third foul with 18.3 seconds remaining in the first half. So changes for both teams. Radic comes in, number 73 for Nymburk. He makes the first. Does not make the second. Well, find Kristen. That's my advice. Phillip hangs in the air nicely and floats in. Wow. Nymburk, and they are not even going to attempt a shot for fear of turning it over. So nice job by Tofas hanging around. It's Air Basketball Nymburk leading it at halftime, 57-52 over Tofas Bursa here in the Czech Republic. Excuse me. Air Basketball Nymburk leading it 56-52 over Tofas Bursa at halftime. Well, the three-point shot has been massively important for Air Nymburk. You can see 9 of 14 from behind the arc, and also they've done a great job at the free throw line, and that is the difference in this game. Otherwise, Tofas would be winning. Tofas are actually being out-rebounded 18-12. But they've got to put the pressure on the perimeter, or perhaps force those Nymburk players to try to beat them, cut into the basket. Here's a look back at some of the first half highlights, and there will be plenty with a 56-50 lead for Air Basketball Nymburk. Excuse me, see, good passing. Good play from everybody in the white shirts and in the green. Tofas fell behind by 10 points, but they battled back. Akun Purcell gave him a lift off the bench when he came into the game. But of course, the problem, Akun Purcell now has 3 fouls. He had to leave early. right with 18.3 seconds remaining. And he's going to have to manage his foul situation the rest of the way. Tofas need to win this game to punch their ticket, to be assured of punching their ticket to the next phase of the competition. FIBA Basketball Nymburk are effectively there. They could win this game and punch their ticket, or just lose by not more than 58 points. So I think for all intents and purposes, it's whether or not Tofas can come back and win. Because if they lose and JDA Dijon win at Karavnos in Cyprus, it would be JDA Dijon that actually advance to the next phase of the competition. And right now they're leading by 14 points at halftime. So Samaji Christian has been very important tonight for Tofas as they've held it together. Of course, Omar Pruitt has 18 points to lead Nymburk, 5 of 6 from the floor. He's hit all 3 of his attempts from three-point range. He's 5 of 6 at the free throw line. And meanwhile, Tofas Bursa, well, they've got outstanding contributions from so here's the look at the leading scorer for tonight, Akun Purcell for Tofas Bursa. And really there was some scoreboard things happening. I think they've had another look at a three-point play perhaps. Anyway, Akun Purcell with the 13 points. So the halftime score is in fact 57-52. And you can see Akun Purcell going to work and doing a good job, scoring in a myriad of ways. The only problem is he's got 3 fouls, but he's 5 of 8 from the floor. He's perfect from three-point range. He also has 4 rebounds. And you know Omar Pruitt has been outstanding. You might just want to enjoy these shots from him. He's hit a couple of three-pointers and just 5 of 6 from the floor overall. He has been terrific tonight. So we are at halftime. In fact, sorry, Pruitt has hit a couple of shots inside the arc, 2 of 3 and 3 of 3 from deep. So we're at halftime. It's 57-52. It's Era Nymburk leading Tofas Bursa. We'll be right back before the start of the second half.
Wow, what a finish by Durmas. Great drive by Christian. Rare miss for Bearstar Tenerife. And Sassari get it to the line, and he's fouled as well. Excellent look ahead. And I'll tell you what, just give the ball to Christian. What a pass. Oh, now the swat. Benzing thought he had a layup, but Trasic, I think, got the block in. Look at that. Not in my house. Corvette drives down, passes it back. How about that? Makundu gets a little bit of elevation and extension and throws it down.
Inside, rejected from behind by Wojtek. Pruitt goes for the two-handed jam. Not this time, says Abdoulaye Loum. He finds for Dillon. He can't finish. Langford challenges the shot. Now he pushes. Moses hammers it home. Great work from Moses. Little Euro step and the power finish.
He finds his way, puts it up. Oh, what a play. What a play by Shepard. The seas parted and he went straight through and went right off the glass. And just a spectacular finish by Shepard. Put that on the highlight reel.
Columbo again. Banks, great bounce pass from Banks. Oh, how about that for some defense, though? What a block that was. Try to dunk all over him, but this is not in my house.
Kristen goes in, misses the layup, gets the ball back. Here's Akun Purcell. Oh, he gets in and gets double digits in style, throws it down. He's got 11. Look at this.
Three is lined up, missed. Oh! Oh! Peterson does it all. There's your highlight.
Well, Akun Purcell has the 13 points tonight and has been very, very good at times. But one big problem is he has got 3 fouls. The third picked up right at the end of that second quarter. Pruitt, meanwhile, with those 18 points, he has positively dazzled tonight. Season high is 19 points. He's already got 18, and there's no telling how many he's going to finish with. But one thing seems for certain: this will be a high-scoring game with both teams either, right at the half-century mark. See Pruitt, his 18 points, leading the way. Omar Pruitt is, well, he is effective, shall we say? Not just shooting the basketball, but he's also been spot on, perfect. His passing. The 26-year-old from Mount Sterling, Kentucky. Anybody that knows anything about Kentucky, the Bluegrass State, knows that is also a basketball state. And Pruitt played his college basketball at nearby William and Mary, in fact, in Virginia. And since then, he's played in Lithuania, he's played in Greece, he's played in Poland. He played actually at Bandirma with Demisch, and now here he is at Nymburk. So, second season in the Basketball Champions League, and certainly has a very bright future indeed. Very tall. Really a good size for a shooting guard at 2.01 meters in height. So keep an eye on him. And it's also interesting that his mother, Pruitt's mother, Leah, was an all Southeastern Conference guard at Kentucky. So, and she was also the head women's basketball coach at Centre College. She's in the Kentucky Athletic Hall of Fame. So he definitely has basketball in his bloodlines. Martin Priest, you see him, hasn't played that much tonight, but certainly an important player and also part of that Czech national team setup. Oran Amiel pretty much knows his team is going to clinch a spot unless something catastrophic happened tonight. It's not going to happen. They're not going to lose by more than 58 points. You know, right now they're leading this game. But what he wants to see is his team continually get better as the season goes on. And he knows that they're going to have to play at a higher level tonight, higher level than tonight, rather, if they are going to really make an impact on this Basketball Champions League this season. So, you know, just getting out of that group phase, for him, not enough. He wants them to be real contenders, and he wants to see better play. You know, with Hayden Dalton, for example, a very talented player in that team, you're looking for more than what he's been able to do tonight. He's got 6 points, 4 assists, a couple rebounds. Jakob Tuma just a couple points. Obasohan hasn't played nearly as well as they need him to play if they're going to make a deep run. He's got 2 points and 3 assists tonight. And a turnover. But the one big bright spot has been Pruitt, who is 3 of 3. And Bidda has been pretty effective as well. The big fella coming off the bench. And, you know, both he and actually Dalton each with two 3-pointers. So that 3-point shot has been big for Nymburk tonight, as has their ability to go to the free throw line and do a lot of damage, hitting 16 of 20. And compare that to Tofas Bursa, who are 8 of 13 at the line. You know, if they're shooting the basketball better at the charity stripe, this is an even closer game than it is right now. But as it is, it's 57-52. And a lot of work for Air Basketball Nymburk to do if they want to win this game, and certainly a lot of work for Tofas Bursa to do if they're going to come back and get this win that they need tonight to clinch a top 2 spot and advance to the next phase of the competition. Well, this is a nice part of the world, folks. If you've never been to the Czech Republic, you need to make sure you get here before it's all said and done. It is a magnificent place. And unfortunately, with the coronavirus pandemic, less travel and no fans at these games. But we are certainly very hopeful of better times to come. And the main thing is, again, the show has gone on in the Basketball Champions League. There have had to be some games that have been shifted around, but bringing you this great competition for the 5th season has been the aim, and so far so good, despite some of the complications that we'd rather not have. Nizhny Novgorod won tonight 73-68 over Sombote. So the Russian team just keeps on cooking, and with that win tonight, Nizhny Novgorod have qualified for the next phase of the competition. That was an all or nothing job for both of them, with Casa de Mont Zaragoza having already booked their spot in Group D. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the coaches are talking about right now. Something about the baskets. Maybe they have to do a little bit of work here, so it means that we might have a slight delay, which is never a good thing, but yet it adds a little bit to the drama, and it means that if Dijon can go ahead and finish their game early and win, right now they're leading 50-35, nearly 5 minutes into the 3rd quarter. That means they'll be able to finish this up and then head to the locker room and watch the rest of this one. And no doubt they will be pulling for Nymburk. If you left it at that height, I would be able to go out and dunk it. Okay, now it's a little bit too much. There you go. Now it's looking better, straight. I'm not sure who it was that created a little bit of offline, off-center basket support, but it looks like it's okay, so it's not going to be that big of a delay. So congratulations to Nizhny Novgorod for clinching a top 2 place tonight in Group D. They're moving on. Who else is going to join them? Will it be Tofas Bursa? Will it be JDA Dijon in Group B? Along with Nymburk. Zaragoza and Lublin also in action tonight in Spain. This is the high pressure game. Okay. Well, welcome back, folks. The second half is underway. And it's Air Basketball Nymburk leading it 57-52 over Tofas Bursa. And good defense by Zimmerman knocking it away. Urban bounce pass. I suppose he thought Zimmerman was going to be there, but I don't know. Twisting, turning. Dermash misses the shot, but the ball goes out of bounds. Zubcic kept it alive. So Erlu's going to inbound it to Phillip, who launches it, and it was long, but the long rebound goes out to Erlu. And great defense by Zimmerman, just standing there getting his hands up. And that's what you're taught to do. And he's going to set the pick and roll. And this time the three-point shot is good by Omar Pruitt. Wow. What a game. He's got a season-high 20 points now, 21 points. The Bluegrass Bomber, there he goes. Now, Zubcic turns and gets inside and banks it in. That was big time. You know, coming into tonight, I would have said Dalton would win that matchup, and really Zubcic has won the matchup. He has a few more centimeters. Maybe it's just not a good matchup for Dalton. But Zubcic has now got 9 points. Dalton does have 6 points and 4 assists. So to say that he's completely won it is not accurate. Probably say it's been pretty even. Okay, so they call an offensive foul Zimmerman there. He's got 4 fouls, and that is very early in the second half, and that means Benda comes right back in. And you get the feeling with Tofas, as long as they can keep Akun Purcell out as long as possible to give him a breather. Orlo, great offensive rebound. Oh, the putback was there, but Dermash missed it. He's been off color tonight. Berkan Dermash with the opportunity. Pruitt, meanwhile, stays as active as all get out. Look at him. I mean, he's even going straight at Simmons. And not many people do that and live to tell the tale. And And Pruitt is just a world beater tonight. I mean, he might be the player of the week. Look at him. He's got 21 points already. Of course, right when I say that, he misses another free throw. He's missed 2. Second one is good for Pruitt. Tarek Phillip. Wow, good work by Phillip. The finish wasn't there. Simmons, however, gets it back outside to Zubcic. And I think if Simmons had it to do all over again, he might have gone right back up with it. Pruitt again. No, this time he missed badly. Maybe he's going to cool off. Erlu gets down to the baseline, passes back to Zubcic, gets it back, puts it up. Zubcic there for the offensive rebound and putback. Erlu just doesn't look confident taking a shot, does he? It doesn't matter though. Zubcic now with 11 points, and the lead suddenly is just 4 for Nymburk. Pruitt back to Benda. He hands it off. Back outside the Ruban. Go! They started exceptionally well tonight, Nymburk. But in all honesty, other than Pruitt, they haven't been that convincing. So that was an important shot by Ruban to take it back up to a 7-point lead. Simmons with the follow. Nope. Benda from behind the arc. I tell you, Tumas looked pretty lively out there wearing the number 98. And Akun Purcell, and this is perhaps Tofas Bursa's best opportunity to get Akun Purcell and Samaji Kristen in the game. And meanwhile, Ubasahan, you know there's going to be better to come from him than in the first half. So Dormesh goes out and Akun Purcell back in, but now the turnover into the hands of Pruitt. Ruban, remember Amiel talking about we've got to pass the basketball. No, Ruban just lost control of it. Great work by Simmons to get it up to Akun Purcell, who goes in for the dunk. Here comes Tofas Bursa. Remember, Akun Purcell has the 3 fouls. And that's your big concern. But right now you have got to, through everything but the kitchen sink at Nymburk, you have got to get to grips with this game. If you're Tofas Bursa, you can't continue to play from behind. Ruban gets down to the baseline, the pump fake, and he scores over Tarek Phillip. Oh, what a play by Ruban, who now is starting to heat up himself. He's got 12 points. Akun Purcell. Zubcic finally drills the 3. Well, he missed a couple from out there. Ruban, though, is feeling it and loses control as he gets into the paint. And suddenly the momentum shifting a little bit to the team in green. Tofas. Yep, that's right. He just lost control of it as he got into the paint. Akun Purcell. Pruitt guarding him. Back to Zubcic. Will it be 2 in a row? Yes, it will! Well, forget what I said earlier on about Simmons passing it out to Zubcic. He knew exactly what he was doing. Timeout called by Nymburk, who suddenly lead by just a single point. Zubcic taking matters into his own hands as he hits 2 consecutive three-pointers.
Higher with him, higher and high to the pass. That's what we say. You don't understand me? Let me know. Yeah, I told him, higher or quick shot. That's what we say on the play. Where are you? Where is your head? And again, we start to play with their physical game instead of fucking moving the ball. I don't understand this. You play to their hands. You play heavy, slow, with a dribble, instead of let the ball fly and move them. You play only flow, only high tempo flow, unless I call something else. You understand? We go zip one now.
Well, we'd like to take you down to the bench so you can hear it right from the coach. And let me tell you, folks, you heard it straight from Oren Amiel. And, well, apologies for the language, but we can't control that. But he's a little bit hot under the collar. And we'll see if that brings a change in results. But one thing is for certain, Tofas Bursa now, they're going to do anything and everything. They're going to run through a brick wall if they have to get the win tonight. And Akun Purcell reaches in, gets the steal. He goes in for the two-handed jam. And Tofas Bursa have taken the lead. And suddenly, JDA Dijon fans getting extremely nervous. Their team rolling to a big win at Karavnas, but that won't be enough for them. They need Nymburk to do them a favor tonight. And right now, Nymburk are out of sync. The pass intended for Harding goes out of bounds. And Martin Krish comes out. Hayden Dalton comes back in. Obasohan guarding Bert Erlu. Zubcic really did hit a couple of huge shots. And of course, Akun Purcell has been terrific as well. Tariq Phillip, alley-oop, nope. Well defended by Pruitt. Akun Purcell leans into it. He gets it off just in time. Wow. Is he electric or what? Oh, are they not going to count it? They say 24-second violation. It looked like he got it off in time. Well, that was my reaction, but I mean, well, good job by the Demish. Not going to complain too much about it. A tough break. That's the only way you can say it. Referee's right on it. They saw the lead on the backboard go off. And Dalton fouled. They're going to give him 3 free throws. Oh, yeah. Yep. Not good. Not good, Zubcic. 3 free throws coming. Now for Hayden Dalton. So Hayden Dalton takes his time, makes the first. Got such a sweet stroke, doesn't he? Really comes out at the line. You can see that follow through. His team now back in front. 13 minutes and 25 seconds remain in this contest. And Dalton makes all 3 free throws. So Maji Kristen, though, back in the game. And he gets it over to Akun Purcell. Simmons. Tariq Phillip. Zubcic for 3. Wow! Wow! Unbelievable. Zubcic. What an acquisition by this team. The Croatian sensation is sizzling. 3 3-pointers in this quarter. Now Dalton tied up. And the frustration mounts. And Tofas hanging it together. And I really like how Tofas Bursa, you know, you had the disappointment of not getting the Akun Purcell shot to go to count right before the expiration of the shot clock. But instead of complaining, they just got on with the business of playing. And here's Dalton. Well, that was a little bit of elbow action there into the midsection by Zupcic. Did you see that? That's why Dalton reacted the way that he did. Watch this. Watch Zupcic go down on him. Now watch the right elbow. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Dalton did not appreciate it. Well, this thing is really heating up nicely here for the finish. So, jump ball situation was called, and the possession arrow in favor of the team in white. But there's Phillip. Oh, and he goes down and misses the dunk. Wow. Tarek Phillip, get the 2 points. You can't miss the dunk. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Samaji Christian is in the house. He gets the basketball, he scores, and he's going to the line. Are you kidding me? Samaji Christian playing his best game of the season at precisely the right time. How in the world he is not on the court for all 40 minutes, I will never know, because he has been amazing tonight. The three-point play for Christian. He's got 14 points. And this Tofas Bursa team, they've had their moments this season and they've looked good. But right now, they look concentrated. They look focused. Paliza, meanwhile, answers with a three. And Nymburk starting to wake up themselves. And it's back to a one-point game. Three-pointer from the left corner. Well, that was way off. Swooping down. And just when I was singing Samaji's praises, he hits it off the side of the backboard from the corner, but those things happen. And meanwhile, Obasohan does what he does best. He gets to the rack. And good things happen when you get into the lane. You get your feet wet. There he is at the free throw line. What a great story. Makes the first. Christian, both of his parents immigrated to Belgium and had 4 sons. And Obasohan is the one that makes the headlines in basketball, but again, he's making only 1 of 2 at the line, and he has been off color tonight. Zupcic on the baseline. Boy, he is really sending his calling card right now, isn't he? Dalton, pump fake for 3. Go! Boy, heating up nicely. Unbelievable. Love the fact that these teams are trading blows here in Nymburk. The intensity is there for Nymburk, even though they pretty much know they're going to be in that next phase. Zupcic, meanwhile, misses. Simmons went up for the putback jam. And a couple of jams now missed by the visitors. So Obasohan fouled by Zupcic. So Zupcic has 3 fouls, and Yashar comes in for him. Zupcic with 22 points, 3 of 6 from three-point range. And I don't want to say that's 22 points coming out of nowhere, but that is certainly 22 huge points. I think he's probably a little bit further along in the scoring department than he usually is at this point of the game. Now Harding loses it, and it's Christian who put the pressure on, gets it back, and Yachar flies down and throws it down. And Tofas Bursa, boy, what a costly turnover from Nymburk. Obasahan. Bend up. Nice backdoor cut, but Harding comes back and makes amends by hitting the mid-range jump shot. Kristen inside to Yashar, who goes up. And again, the big fella, Yashar, coming to life. Right at the end of the quarter, that shot puts Tofas Bursa back in front, 79-78. And folks, this is the Basketball Champions League. This is the intensity, a lot riding on this game, and Tofas Bursa showing us all about their desire, their intensity. And Nymburk, well, Tofas Bursa lead at 79-78 at the end of 3. Well, Pruitt continued to be excellent for Nymburk, but didn't play as many minutes as you might have expected. He's still got 22 points. But Zubcic now has equaled him with 22 points. I mean, that's how good Tomislav Zubcic has been. I mean, he has been a force. Now hitting all 3 of his 3-pointers in that 3rd quarter. And it really feels like right now this is Tofas Bursa's game to win. I mean, they have, you know, but for my money, if I'm Tofas, you know, if I'm Hakan Demir's, I've got Kristen on the floor, definitely. Zubcic on the floor, definitely. Simmons, get him back as quickly as possible, and also Akun Purcell. And you get that Fab 4 out there, and you've even got, and then take your pick. Yashar has been great. That's the best basketball that we've seen him play really in recent weeks. In a couple of minutes spell there, hustling down the floor. But look at Zubcic just basically saying he's had enough. He's going to take over. And there's Yashar. Love seeing the young Turkish big man flying down the court. Nymburk want to win this game to send a message that they are for real. They've got a chance to go deep. So the Tofas need to win it to seal a place in the top 2. DJ White into the game, and that's as good as he is, that's kind of an unusual shot considering the other options and the flow of the game. I mean, JDA Dijon are rolling to a big win. They're up 75-42 at Karavnas. Not unexpected. So Dijon need Nymburk to win this game. Nymburk trailing now 79-78. Pruitt puts up an air ball. And then there was a foul down low as Harding was getting into position. So foul Samaji Kristen. Entry pass. Oh, look at that. Paliza was going up for the layup, and the excellent hustle from behind by Akun Purcell pinned it, and then the ball got wedged between the rim and the backboard, but the possession arrow is going to keep the ball at this end of the court. Kristen, meanwhile, has 3 fouls. So keep an eye on that, as does Zubcic. Now the turnover. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're a Tofas Bursa fan tonight, you have got to be proud of how your team has battled with so much at stake. Kristen gets it into the paint, puts it up. All great effort by Hayden Dalton. The swat and not in my house, and then Obasohan drives in with so much power. Look at that. That is the Retin Obasohan we've been waiting on all night. And Damer, I don't know if he thinks there was goal interference at the other end on the Hayden Dalton block. But his loss of composure has led to a technical. And that is very bad news on the scoreboard. But maybe it's going to fire up his team even that little bit more, knowing their coach is out there fighting every inch of the way with him. No, that was an excellent block by Hayden Dalton. Excellent. Out of the top drawer. Kristen stops. Does not pop. And Paliza rebounds the miss. And here's Obasohan, and suddenly Dijon feeling a little bit better. Dijon, in fact, have won their game 79-44 over Kravnos in Cyprus. They are running to the locker room right now to watch this. And right now they're watching Nymburk leading at 81-79 over a Tofas Bursa team that is, quite frankly, folks, been really, really good, especially in the second half. Obasohan over to Benda. Now Obasohan puts it up from behind the arc. And Harding gets in there, got a hand on it, but Erlu has the basketball for Tofas. Kuhn Purcell's been pretty quiet offensively, and he thought about it. And DJ White is fouled down low by Harding. Zimmerman now going to check into the game. He has 4 fouls. He comes in for Benda. Christian. And the Polish referee calls a foul. And that is on Harding. Well, Nymburk picking up some fouls here early. Foul called on Harding. Well, for wrapping up and fighting through the screen. Erlu pulls up from behind the arc. And Simmons there again. Goes right at Dalton. Pump fake, puts it up, not there. The follow, Kuhn Purcell. And a foul was called. It was on DJ White, pushing off there to get into position. So 4 fouls on DJ White, and that means Zupcic comes right back into the contest. So not necessarily a bad thing, other than you give up the possession, because Zupcic has been so prolific tonight. Dalton. Step back for 3-pointer. And Paliza misses. Tarek Phillip looks at his options. Oh, wonderful drive, and Kristen earns a trip to the line. Kuhn Purcell, excuse me, goes to the line where, well, Paliza picks up the personal, and Kuhn Purcell, who has 8 17 points, now make it 18. And Bursa has 19 points. So 81 apiece, and Tofas needing to win to punch their ticket to the next phase, because JDA Dijon have already won their game tonight. If Nymburk win, it's JDA Dijon that joined them. And remember, JDA Dijon did exceptionally well at the final 8, finishing 3rd. Akun Purcell brings it up quickly. The reach, now the other way, Harding. And up ahead it goes, and Zimmerman throws it down. Kristen backing up Harding, turns, maybe forced it, but a foul. Perhaps harshly called on Harding there. Watch this. What's he going to do? Let's see. Well, yeah, he just kind of, perhaps he had his hands raised and maybe moved into him a little bit at the end. So Ruban, who's been sitting down for a long time, as well as Pruitt, come back into the game, and that presents a whole new set of problems for Tofas Bursa. Everybody knows the consequences of missing free throws. It can be brutal. Kristen makes 1 of 2, who overall tonight has been really good. With 6.5 minutes remaining, he's going to go sit down, catch his breath, and presumably be right back in at the next stop, maybe even the next dead ball. We'll see. Nymburk leading it 83-82. Obasohan over to Benda. And Zubcic. Well, a cheap foul to give away. Certainly, you got 22 points and you need to be on the floor. You don't want to foul like that. It's 6:18 remaining. Pruitt. And his shot was blocked. She comes back into the game. Obasohan over to Ruban from behind the arc, and it's good. 15 for Wojciech Ruban. Philip went down in the hope that he was going to get a foul, and it might have been called for a technical for trying to get a foul called. So Philip misses, and now a technical foul has been called on him for simulation, for attempting to get a foul called on the three-point shot. And all of a sudden, things not looking so bright for Tofas.
First ball,
42 points from the bench for Tofas, 28 for FIBA Basketball Nymburk.
You are forcing too much. There's enough time. Run the set, please. Stay in the game. see the court, what's happening. This Bende is... Berkan, seni tutuyor. We play one position, 3 side. Okay. Berkan, you take the ball here. Demo. You come like this. Berk böyle, Tarık sen böyle. Play pick and roll to his right side. You roll inside. Berkan feel it. If you can go right, all the way you go. If no, Berkan will be top open. Jeremy, you roll. Okay. Beyler, stay in the game. Let's go.
Well, the main message that you heard from Coach Nymburk is, listen, we're in the game. Let's keep doing what we're supposed to be doing. Let's run our sets. Let's don't panic. Let's don't get out of hand. And let's play with some discipline. There's still plenty of time. So here's the technical free throw after Tarek Phillip went down trying to get the trying to get the foul on the 3-point shot. And Pruitt with 23 points. Purcell goes hard to the basket. Well, you need somebody to put on the deck and go to the rack. That's the player you want it to be. Maybe it's Akun Purcell time again. And Simmons takes it right away. And now that leads to the break. And just like that, it's a 1-point game. Akun Purcell up ahead. And boy, what a cheap turnover. Steven Zimmerman had it taken right away. So this time a block called on Berkan Durmaz. Well, would Tofas Bursa have signed on the dotted line for this before the game to be trailing by 1 point with just under 5 minutes remaining? Probably. Because that means they have got a chance to clinch a top 2 spot. Pruitt, meanwhile, misses the free throw. He misses both. Tofas Bursa with a chance to go back in front. And the 3-pointer is good. And, well, the perfect answer to what they just called the technical for. Phillip goes down and hits the 3-pointer. Tofas leading it. Much to the chagrin of, look at that, Phillip again comes down. Oh, he gets swatted right at the end by Obasohan. Well, that was an amazing defensive play by Obasohan. Made that look easy. And Ruban just kind of dribbled himself into a turnover there. Fourth block of the night for Nymburk. We now trail by 2 points. Simmons. Phillip again. And this time does not get it to go. Erlu hustles, gets it back in bounds. Ruban, open floor, doesn't hesitate and goes to the line and earns a foul. So foul called on Simmons. That's number 3. With 4:08 remaining. Brazil hands it off. Now Philip again. And boy, another one for the Great Britain International. Hits a three-pointer. And he could end up having the last laugh as Tofas Bursa lead it 92-89. Obasohan. Oh, his pass. A little bit of miscommunication, and Philip puts it up. And free throws are coming. The foul called on Obasohan. And quite frankly, folks, I mean, Philip has shown you exactly what you have to do if you're going to play professional basketball. If a play doesn't go your way, or if you make a mistake, you put it behind you and you come back and you play with confidence. And that is what he has done tonight. I mean, that his last minute and a half or so has been utterly sensational.
Play with your player. That's enough. How come this guy is 10 times the longer again? What's happened there?
Sorry, man.
Come on. We cannot go through if it's here. We can go through only
Tofas Bursa with 20 points off turnovers.
Okay, we play wheel one. All right, we need to move the ball and we stop running. We play only set offense. No, it's not our game. After a basket, hit the ball from the net and let's go. Let's fly. Let's pass the ball. Enough with this dribble. Come on, it's not our game. Okay, so we play wheel one. Be patient. Use the screen correctly. Okay. And be aggressive with the ball. Every time they touch the ball, they take the ball away from you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Well, the stakes simply could not be any higher for two teams right now. One of them is this team, Tofas Bursa, wearing the green. And the other one is not so much Nymburk, although they would like to win. The other one is Gameday Dijon from France, who needs some help from Nymburk. They need them to beat Tofas. Perhaps Philip spent a little bit too much time over there on the bench. 3.5 minutes remaining. He misses the first of 2 free throws. Philip takes a deep breath, makes the second, so it's a 4-point game now. 4-point lead for Tofas, who are 14 of 21 at the free throw line tonight. Ruban. And Dalton goes in, flies for the offensive rebound. Zupcic gets it in the end and hands it off to Erlu. Philip brings it back outside. Steps back, puts it up, and misses badly. Well, the confidence was there, but the finish was not. He doesn't want to turn this into a me against them affair. Obasohan takes the foul. They're going to count it. They're going to say before the shot. So a chance now for Obasohan to cut the deficit to 2 points. And he makes the first. Obasohan now with 6 points on the night. He has 5 assists, 4 rebounds. But misses the second. So Dijon fans watching nervously as Nymburk trail by 3. With Tofas Bursa holding possession. Akun Purcell looks for an opening, steps back from behind the arc, misses badly. Ruban gets it over to Benda, now gets it back. Ruban with the bounce pass to Obasohan. And Obasohan lays it up and in and cut it back to a 1-point game. Boy, what a pass from Ruban. It's one thing to make a pass, but you got to make it look good, and he made it look good, didn't he?
You're just...
Yes, sir.
Şimdi one ball, play 2 for Tarık, go from here, okay. Go to 5 side, okay. Jeremy, you come set to pick, okay. After that you move like this. You come, Berk böyle oyna, pop out, okay. And then Devon is here. If you can go to the basket or pop out, okay. And then Jeremy is here. Jeremy, follow the ball here. Follow the ball. 2 for you, okay. Just but even first pick, you deserve it. Guys,
Well, what a contest it's been, folks. The biggest lead for Nymburk tonight was 10 points. That was early on. And right now, Tofas Bursa lead at 93-92. And they also have the basketball. Philip, who was called for a technical for attempting to get a foul called while he's attempting a three-pointer, has ended up becoming a key figure here, making some big shots. Zubcic, he's hit some threes tonight, and he hits another one. His fourth three-pointer of the night. And he's got a game-high 25 points. Pruitt. Nice handoff to Benda. He would have liked to have made that shot, but will have to settle for a couple of free throws. And Simmons, meanwhile, picks up his fourth foul. Had Benda just gone straight up, maybe he would have had a layup, but now he's got the pressure of making 2 free throws. And he rattles in the first one. 7 points now for Peter Benda. It's his first point in a long time. He had a couple of first-half threes. And takes his time and makes the second one as well. So much riding on this result. Tofas need to win to get a top 2 spot and advance in the competition. If they fail to win, it's going to be JDA Dijon who advance as the second place team. So Dennis calls timeout.
There is 3.2 seconds. Okay.
3.2.
Evet, 3.2. Ball is here. Ball is here. We play like this. Tarık, you take the ball out. Okay, you take the ball out. Demon, you are here. Jeremy, you are
Here was the latest big three-pointer made by Zubcic.
Okay.
Remember, a late season signing, late regular season signing anyway.
Jeremy, you are facing this side. Take the ball, Tarık, take the ball.
And boy, he paid a huge dividend with that basket right there. Well, JD Dijon, no, I mean, if they end up not advancing because Tofas win this game, they've only got themselves to blame because last week, of course, they were at home against Tofas and they lost 90-61. So there can be no complaints. But right now they are rooting hard for Nymburk because a Nymburk win would put JDA Dijon into the next round. Oh, wow. Obasohan called for a foul as Philip went up for a three-pointer. Here it is again. Look at this. He reached in, and sure enough, Philip goes to the line. Sometimes, you know, you shouldn't do it, but it's just so tempting to try to block the shot or to try to knock it away. And Philip, meanwhile, does not make the free throw. And Damer knows just how crucial this could end up being if he doesn't make any more. And now he's missed 2 free throws. Boy, he has had some highs and lows tonight, and right now it's a couple of lows. He's had struggles at the line, and he does make the third, so he's now 3 of 7 at the free throw line, along with 16 points, 5 assists. Nymburk can tie it with a 3, but Ruban's pass intercepted. And Akun Purcell just goes right down the lane, but instead of going strong to laying it up in the right way, he kind of flung it up there, and they've been bailed out. Watch this. Travel called on, or no, they've called over the back on Simmons. That's what it was. So he is fouled out of the game. If you're Akun Purcell, you either lay it up naturally or you dunk it, but you don't just kind of flick it up there. Well, had some overtime games in the Basketball Champions League over the years, and this is more and more starting to look like it has that potential. Here's Hayden Dalton. Definitely somebody that you like to be at the free throw line, Hayden Dalton. Perfect tonight. Not wanting to jinx him, but hasn't missed a free throw tonight. He's a perfect 5 of 5. Now 6 of 6, and it's a 1-point game. JDA Dijon, unless they've got to get to the airport to catch a flight, I'm pretty sure they're watching this still at the arena in Cyprus. Nervous moments for them, and now an off the ball foul called on I wasn't sure if that was on Dalton or Benda. So it was indeed on Benda. And Zupcic, who has the 25 points. No problem, he says. Give me the basketball. I'll go to the line, and I'll stretch the lead. Boy, he is quality. 27 points now for Zupcic. Pruitt, pretty quiet in the second half. Ruban. Now Obasahan puts it on the deck. Drives in, and Zupcic rebounds the miss. Tofas Bursa. If they get a basket here, it could be seeing them into the next round. Dijon's chances fading as we speak, and there it is. Samaje Christon drives in, puts it up and in. He was so good in that first half. And that takes the lead now to 5 points. This Tofas Bursa team is not to be messed with. Look at that. Tofas shooting a lower percentage, but nevertheless more makes. Here it is again. Christon. How good has he been? And almost unlucky not to get a foul called there on Pruitt.
Play clock, okay? Remember, I want Omar to pass.
17 points for Christon.
Oita here. Oba. And Peter. Hayden. Sprint. Okay. Oita big. Oba big. You come back to Oita Peter. Right, Peter, look here. Okay, and we go for rebound. Okay? Right, here we go.
Well, Tofas Bursa are in the clouds right now, but they know that crazier things have happened. You have got to be able to execute over the final seconds. Pruitt going to inbound it. 16.1 seconds remains. Ruban puts it up from behind the arc. Long rebound out to Abasahan. Back to Ruban. Again, long. And then a foul called on Zubcic as Pruitt rebounds. Oh, where there's life, there's hope. And they still have life with those 7 seconds. Zubcic fouls out of the game. What you cannot do if you are Tofas Bursa is turn the ball over. You don't want to charge. You don't want to make a crazy pass. Oh boy, and Pruitt now, who was without question the best player in the first half, has missed yet another free throw, and he's missed the free throw. If you're going to miss one, miss the second one. Don't miss the first. He's missed the first. Makes the second. So it gets back to a 4-point game. And Abasahan picks up his 3rd foul. So second and a bit goes off the clock. Yashar comes back into the game, and they want to have a look and see if that was an unsportsmanlike foul on Abasahan, just to add to the drama. But for JD Dijon, they're going to need a minor miracle right now.
Last foul, which was called, please. Okay. I cannot see nothing. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is normal speed. Okay, please show me the camera from baseline, please. Not this foul, the last foul, please. From the camera on the baseline, please. It's too late, please. Repeat the situation from the beginning. Okay, thank you. For us, it's enough. This is upgrades foul and a sportsmanlike foul because they didn't attempt to play the ball. He only pushing on the body. Agree? Okay.
Well, that was interesting. Unsportsmanlike foul has been called on that play. The ruling that he was not playing the ball. I got the feeling that maybe there wasn't universal agreement with the decision, but nevertheless, it's 2 shots and possession, and for Tofas Bursa, it is enough. They're almost certainly home and dry now into a top 2 spot, and also the margin now, because they lost the first game by 3, they have a chance to finish first in the group. So that's how it's going to finish, folks. Well, unless this goes in. Anyway, Tofas Bursa, they do what they needed to do. They win 103-97 at Era Nymburk Who would have thunk it? They come out, they win their last couple of games impressively on the road. Tofas Bursa win it 103-97 to clinch the top 2 spot. And both these teams will advance. JDA Dijon will miss out. Well, the phrase mission accomplished comes to mind when you look at that. And there were so many players in that Tofas Bursa team tonight that came through when they had to, whether it was Christian, whether it was Akun Purcell, whether it was Philip. You have to say that Zubcic was really the man that changed the game in the second half. With his three-point shooting and all-round play, but primarily his scoring made a huge difference. But that is the sight of a team that is together, and that if you don't watch out, they might sneak up on some people. And this win certainly is going to help their self-belief grow. There are the numbers. Tofas 27 of 50 inside the arc, 10 of 27 from deep, 19 of 28 at the free throw line. They got better as the night went on. And Nymburk, despite out-rebounding Tofas, then in the end they were out-assisted. And also Tofas came out and got 11 steals to 5 for Air Basketball Nymburk. Zubcic had 27 points. He was terrific in the end. 24 for Pruitt, but the majority of those coming in the first half. And he missed some crucial free throws late. Akun Purcell was also really solid. So Akun Purcell and this Tofas Bursa team got it done tonight. They trailed by as many as 10 points. They had numerous hurdles that they had to clear throughout. But it did start to become evident that Nymburk perhaps weren't at their best for whatever reason. And you have to give credit to Tofas Bursa for making them not look like they're at their best. And Tofas Bursa, in the end, they hung tough. They overcame the adversity of a couple of technical fouls. One of them on Tariq Phillip for attempting to get a foul call while he was attempting a three-point play. They really did hold it together, and they came through, and they just never stopped believing in their chances. And at the end of the day, this Nymburk team, they're good, but sometimes they're their own worst enemy. And the execution wasn't there on both sides of the court. So congratulations to Tofas Bursa. You saw the celebrations at the end of the game. They have sealed their spot in the next round. Of course, Nymburk also will go through. The team that loses out in this group in a big way is Dijon, who have, despite winning tonight, they are going to miss out. So big night indeed in the Basketball Champions League. Nizhny Novgorod also winning to clinch their spot in the next round. But as you look at these highlights, you can see that Tofas Bursa really just stuck at it, never gave up. And Phillip, again, he made that mistake, but then he comes back and hits a big three-pointer. There he hit another big three, and in the end, it was enough for Tofas Bursa to punch their ticket to the next stage of the competition. So the final score, 103-97. And just looking at the stats for Tofas Bursa, and I think is a very significant 3 of 8 from three-point range for Phillip tonight. He had 16 points, 5 assists. You had Samaji Christian with 19 points. He was really ready to play tonight. You could see it, as was Akun Purcell, who had the 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. So those are the final numbers in Group B. Karavnos don't get a win, but the big story tonight, Tofas Bursa win on the road at Era Nymburk. It leaves all 3 teams with 4-2 records, and it's Tofas Bursa and Era Nymburk that clinch the top 2 spots to advance to the next phase of the competition. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tofas Bursa win it 103-97 at Era Nymburk.